What's going on YouTube? Today we're taking a look at Archlord Discordant. Now this is part of the Chaos Space Marines from Warhammer 40k, and I ended up picking this up because I have a bunch of chaosy stuff already and I love the designs of this. Now this came out I want to say 2 weeks ago, something like that, and I just ended up getting it in today, and I wanted to show you guys before I started building it. I've been doing a lot of side building just for myself. I've got a bunch of different ones, and I actually had, I'm assuming it's a subscriber, send me a set of minis which arrived over the weekend. So whoever you are, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I already got these guys all built up and primed, but today we're just doing a quick unboxing, show you all this because there are a ton of details, and that's why I love this guy. Taking a look at the back side of the box here, you can see there are variants on here. You have the Bale Flamer, which is what I'm going to end up using because it's unique. You do have an option of an autocannon that you can mount up on here. It has two different options for the mandibles up here. You get a magma cutter or you get the techno virus injector, and I'm actually going to go with the injector because that can either go with my dark force that I'm ending up doing, or it can go with the death guard. Either one, both are chaosy. One is more toward Nurgle, but I think I can incorporate this. I'm going to do it in the dark colors because I really like the way that ends up looking, or I'll go in chaos red. I don't know yet. So here you can see some of the other some of the other features on here, which is going to be the backpack, just all the great detail that's on this guy itself, on the mandibles, the headpiece here, and just all the little details. They have really done well over the last maybe 2 years with their AutoCAD and producing these kits. Now, I want to say like 3 years ago, and I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if I sent it to Chris. I don't know if I sold it. I don't know what ended up happening to it. But I had one that was a Scorpion that was kind of shaped like this, and I know it was about twice this size. So I know this guy isn't that big, but man, for the size of it and the detail that's in here is really awesome. So without further ado, let's crack into it. All right, for items that come in the box, you get a base, the instruction booklet, and 2 runners. So first and foremost, we're going to look at the parts that come on the runner, and as you can see, there are a ton on here and a ton of fine ones. I mean, look, there's my fingertip, there's that detail. You get this, which is a faceplate for the little chaosy dude, and that is optional. Now I did end up flipping through the instructions already, and I really think they did a good job for either the Bale Flame or not the Bale Flame, for the magma cutter or for the injector. So this piece here can either get flipped over and you use whichever end that you want to instead of there being 2 separate pieces. I think that's really smart on their part. You can, I think, looking at the instructions, you might be able to modify it where you can flip it around, but I think it's a great thing, and it saves on space and plastic. So maybe that'll cut down on the price. I don't know. I will post a link down below to where I ended up picking this up. It was, I want to say it was around $40. So here is the main body, and you can see on the, this is the hindquarters on here, and there's actually a brain type thing that is back here, and there's a grill that goes over it. I am going to work on this and try and figure out how to make some parts so that they can be either removed or so underparts can easily be painted. So that's something to keep track of. This is the shields for the legs, or part of the legs. And you can see on the backside, you know, they're unlike Gundam kits, there's details on both sides of these kits. On this other runner right here, you get all of these, which are going to be for the gun, which we're not going to use, but we're going to save them for parts. Here's the Bale Flame gun on here, half of it. You have parts of the guy's body on here for the Archlord Discordant, and this big glaive. I mean, that sucker is big. It's easily 3 inches, almost 4 inches long, which for a mini is freaking huge. You can see the details that are on the body over here. You got shoulder pauldrons, You get arm over here, looks like a part of the legs. You get the face over here. So yeah, this guy is packed with details. I can't wait to get them together and clean it up. And maybe if you guys that are Gundam builders want to see how to build one of these, definitely leave a comment down below and give a thumbs up so that I know that you want to see it. And maybe I'll crack open some and show you how to clean these up, because they are completely different than Gunpla kits for sure. Alright, for the instruction manuals here, you get the little warnings, and you get information in about 4 or 5 different languages. You get some instructions on here how to put it all together. Very tricky, and this is what I was talking about between the virus injector and the magma cutter. Depending on how you end up flipping it into the head is how you end up putting it. Lots of hoses, lots of little details that end up going in here. Super sweet. You get parts with the legs, and then those armor panels for basically the feet. You get the instructions for putting together the bale flamer or the autocannon and how to mount that. Continuing with the legs, some of the armor pieces. I already know from what I've seen, we're going to modify this so that these armor pieces go on after. That way all these details can end up being painted. Putting together the Archlord on here. And if you're going to do this, I would suggest building this and do not glue him down on there. In fact, I would do the backpack and him separate. They should friction fit together and then sit onto there. It's going to make your life so much easier when it comes to painting it. And then you get all these little legs and arms that end up going on there. You've got the tail, and then you've got the instructions. So here are the instructions for my English fans. For the Death Discordant on the Helstalker. I always forget what its name is, but it's the Helstalker. And that's just about it. And then on the back you get some of their standard pictures on here and how to end up painting it and the colors that are needed. This has been the unboxing of the Archlord Discordant on the Helstalker. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click that like. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, YouTube.